down. The last time we spoke was around Sober October. It was a big deal for me, huge deal for me, big accomplishment. And I kind of went radio silent on the YouTube channel after that. And I think a lot of it was just, I had to really give myself time to just live my life. I was just kind of getting to be a little bit too, I don't know. I felt myself understanding why I was doing everything that I was doing. It made me come to this really deep realization that really confused me and fucked with my head for the past few months. Because after Sober October, when I didn't have the daily posting and the social media and the likes and the comments to kind of push me to do it, I felt like I had no urge to do it. I felt like I didn't care about it because I noticed that I was only able to get through Sober October because I was so like driven by how many people were like commenting and stuff, rather than just me wanting to do it for me. Really fucked with my head. It made me understand in this way deeper sense that that's what I've been doing my whole life, is just getting people to like me. And I know it's really basic and cliche kind of stuff, but when I came to that realization and that understanding, it really fucked with my head. And it made me think not only about my life and everything I've done, but life in general. And I feel like I'm probably in the middle of what you could call like a midlife existential crisis kind of thing. All I know at this moment is that I need to stop keeping everything in. I need to talk. I need to express. I need to get it out. As much as a big part of me basically didn't want to do this anymore and talk about everything inside to the entire world, I feel like this is like my fucking Apple Watch just registered that I'm in a workout. I'm assuming because my anxiety is so high. Oh shit. I'm like I already said all this stuff during a live stream a couple nights ago, but I ended up being stupid and playing a movie in the middle of it, and it got removed. I had to delete the stream, so I don't have any of that anymore. So it's really tough getting this out in this way. And in the middle of this existential crisis or whatever this is, I'm starting to understand that, like, wow, I've been letting a lot of time pass and just been waiting to get stuff done. I'm 32 years old now, and I feel like I really don't have much time left to accomplish, things that I want to accomplish. And I need to truly listen to all the music that I've made, all the good advice I've given, and all the videos I've made. I need to kind of listen to that cocky, confident self that I used to be and dare forward through all this bullshit. And I know that sounds so corny every time I say it now, but that's really how I'm trying to live right now. Although I feel anxious and nervous and like, I don't know, there might have been some sort of like once in a lifetime kind of thing that happened in my 20s that I may not be able to replicate again or whatever. And through all these doubts and fears and shit, I just have to keep going. So that's why I have been making a new song every week on the Audible 44 music channel, on Spotify, Apple Music. If you follow me on there, I have a new song coming out every week. And that right there has been the stepping stone, which has given me the confidence to finally do this and attempt to get back into talking to the camera and being vulnerable again, or maybe even vulnerable for the first time, because it was so easy to be talkative about everything back then. And maybe it was because all I did is I was like, oh, if this is what people like, I'll do it, I don't care. But now it's like I really care about like how I feel, and I'm trying to manage my shit. And I'll end with this. I came to this realization lately in life, through this last 9 months or whatever. I think that what I tend to do is I get very in my head and I don't talk to anybody almost at all. I don't have much friends I hang out with. I don't do shit. And I think in doing that, it causes me to live in here, and in here is scary and sad and weak. And I noticed that I don't understand what reality truly is. If you live inside your head, you're not really living in what reality is, because reality is here, it's out here. This is, through the interaction of the world and the universe. It's not all just our thoughts. In not having interaction with people, not discussing ideas, not having basically friendships or friends, I drive myself crazy. By keeping everything in here. And in a sense, like I said, it's by not I fuck myself over by not having friends and pushing people away. Now, what I said earlier was that what drove me to do all this was because I wanted everybody to like me. I wanted friends. And now as I've gotten older, I feel like I don't really care that much about that in that sense, I guess. I'm not trying to make everybody my friend anymore because I have 3 friends: Monica, Victoria, and Mila, my family. And when you grow up and you become a father and a husband and you really know what love is, it makes a lot of other things feel so obsolete and pointless. So I don't a lot of those things that I used to want, I have, and those holes that were in here are filled. And now I'm just left like, oh fuck, now what do I do? So what I came to this realization of in the stream was like, hey, I might have started because I wanted friends, and that might not be exactly what I want now, but I still know that I need friends and I need interaction because I'm getting lost in my own head. So it's kind of like the thing that drove me, there was a insecure aspect to it. It was about fear and weakness. Now as I'm older, I still have that same kind of reason that I should be doing these videos and going and doing more things and being more outgoing and more expressive is kind of the same thing that drove me in the beginning, but in a more healthy way, in a more healthy manner. And I am doing my best to really connect these dots. And maybe I'm just bullshitting and maybe there's no dots to connect, but that's how I feel. So that's it. I hope that wasn't too long, and I know that was fucking probably really confusing. Going forward, I will work on remaining consistent. I guess that's it. You know what, before I just started listing, I'm gonna do these kind of videos, I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna say that just stay tuned and just stay tuned. All right.